I gotta get out of bed and go to work. But I was gonna answer this comment with like comments under my video, but like I really hate TikTok comment sections because there's only so much character that you can use, if that makes sense. So making a video is easier. And like, look, the thing is, like, Christians don't understand. Christians get mad at atheists for not just like becoming Christians at the mere state of like Jesus existing. And it's not all Christians, it's just some, right? Like, but things like having faith, right? Things like saying that God exists, that's like a scary thing to do, right? People don't want to believe in things that are not true. And that's why people are doing their research. That's why people are choosing, like me, to be agnostic, right? We want to make the best decision that we can given the information that we've seen. We want to be true to ourselves. At least I want to be true to myself, right? And I don't want to sit here and say, like, I believe in God, I don't believe in God. And if someone was to walk up to me and ask me, like, what are my reasons? I don't have good enough reasons. I'm, like, in a place where if someone was to ask me, like, do you believe in God or not? I'm not at a position where I can say that God exists and give you reasons as to why God exists. And I'm not at a place where I can say God doesn't exist, because in my mind, there's a possibility that God could exist. Maybe this is religious trauma or like the residue of, my Catholic upbringing and a little bit of fear that hell could exist. And I gotta know for sure and get my closure so I can rest assured and be an atheist or rest assured and be a Christian. Taking a leap of faith when you don't have all the information or know everything is a hard thing to do. Making bold claims is a hard thing to do, because you have to justify those claims. I think it's an honest answer, and I think it's true to myself to say that, like, I'm agnostic. I don't know whether God exists or God doesn't exist, and I'm not sure if we can even come to know if God actually exists. I don't think we even have enough information to know. But the things that you believe in determine, your lifestyle choices, the decisions you make. And, some people have fears, including me, right? That, like, I never want to believe in something that's not true again and have somebody, like, debunk my entire worldview and watch my entire world rip apart like it did whenever I was Catholic for 20 years, only to find out that people who were telling me that God exists with such confidence didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. They did not educate themselves. They did not do research. They were believing in this thing and making life choices, making sacrifices for something that wasn't even real. I don't want to waste my life. This is the one life that I have, and I want to make the best decisions I can make. And the only way to do that is with knowledge. The decisions we make are going to affect our mental health, our social life, our interactions with friends, family members, intimate partners, right? And, like, for me at least, maybe for other people, right? But, like, Christianity, religion has taken a toll on my, relationship with my friends, relationship with intimate partners, and it's very important to me to, like, study these things and to make the best decision and to believe in as many true things as I can and as little false things as I can. Maybe I'm being over dramatic, but, like, these things have an impact on my mental health and the decisions that I make, and these things are important to me. And I've heard stories of people who literally are afraid of hell, and they are trying to, leave religion, right? And these things take a toll on other people too, right? So that's why I get frustrated with people who spread misinformation and don't take these things seriously, because they do impact people, and we should be aware of that.